In a technologically dynamic world, new and advanced devices are constantly emerging. This eventually renders older ones obsolete. You might agree that technological advances happen quickly. Computers and cell phones are prime examples. But, while technology continues to advance at breakneck speed, some primitive methods and devices have managed to stand out, some even better than their ultramodern advanced counterparts. Welcome to the Quick List. If you are new to this channel, hit the like and subscribe button for more videos such as this. Let's look at the top 10 primitive technologies that outperform their advanced counterparts. We simply need to warm up our time machine. Number 10. The wired telephone. In 1844, Alexander Graham Bell invented the wired telephone. Alexander's telephone was undeniably a magnificent 19th century invention, and it still stands out for its unusual features, most notably its rotary dial. A user must turn the dial for each digit of the phone number they wish to call with this dial. Despite many people dismissing wired landlines as obsolete, the phone is far superior to its advanced counterpart in terms of durability and other features. It's not as private as a modern smartphone, but it was far more affordable. After more than a century of use, modern phones, which we now carry around with us, replaced the pioneer telephone. Although we can easily buy and replace a modern phone, between the 19th and 20th centuries, the wired telephone stood out as the best way for people to communicate, and you didn't have to worry about cracked screens or people bothering you all the time. Number 9. The swamp cooler. The swamp cooler, also known as an evaporative cooler, cools the air by evaporating water. It was one of the first primitive technologies invented before the modern air conditioner. The swamp cooler is distinct from air conditioning systems that use absorption refrigeration cycles or vapor compression. It also absorbs a lot of heat for evaporation. They also provide similar services to evaporative cooling systems without the use of complex equipment or ductwork. Swamp coolers use the phase transition of water to water vapor to reduce dry air temperature. This means that, especially in arid climates, the swamp cooler can cool air with less energy than refrigeration. The swamp cooler can condition the air without increasing humidity in non-arid climates. This favors the occupants. Number 8. Pagers and beepers. Have you ever used a pager? So, if you haven't already, buckle up. Pagers, also known as beepers, first appeared in the 1950s, but it wasn't until the 1980s that they gained traction and popularity. It is a one-way communication device that can be used in an emergency. It's an excellent device, for example, for doctors and security personnel who need to be reachable at all times. Pagers have helped to advance technology. The invention of the smartphone is a prime example. Of course, such innovations were prompted by the need for better communication devices. Despite this, the arrival of the smartphone, at the turn of the millennium, resulted in a significant decline in beepers and pagers. Pagers, on the other hand, are more durable, resilient, serve a single purpose, and provide better coverage. Unsurprisingly, they will be relevant for many years. Number 7. Telegram. People used to send telegrams before they had the internet. And we're not referring to the Telegram app available in the Google Play Store. No, this was unique. It was more akin to physical mail, with detailed information from the sender transmitted via Morse code. And the message could be anything at all. Your aunt or uncle, for example, could send you a telegram about their current projects and pet crocodile, if they had one. The telegram was more entertaining than our modern-day email. If you watch an old movie, you'll notice how the telegram had a mysterious beauty that Microsoft Outlook's clumsiness couldn't seem to match. The telegram had an air of elegance and drama to it. The telegram messenger knocks on your door, you open it, and they say, "Telegram." Talk about feeling nostalgic. Furthermore, modern email, by contrast, eliminates all of the anticipation that the telegram provided to senders and receivers. Sending an email also requires less skill than sending a telegram. The telegram will undoubtedly be remembered as one of the best primitive technologies ever devised. Although there are billions of people who use the internet, it simply cannot compete with the telegram. Number 6. Dumb phones. Dumb phones existed long before smartphones were invented. With the advancement of technology and mobile software such as Android and iOS, they are quickly becoming obsolete. In fact, using dumb phones is almost unthinkable for anyone. These phones are old and out of date. Dumb phones are the most basic types of cell phones. You could call, text, and if you were lucky, find one who had a cheeky game of Snake to play when you were bored at home or at work. They were useful at the time and served as a forerunner to modern mobile phones. During the late 20th century, they significantly improved communication, and they could run for days without needing to be charged. When compared to a dumb phone battery, our smartphones' batteries are a farce. And so is the durability of smartphones. Dumb phones are known to withstand a few drops, but there are no guarantees that your smartphone will survive a fall, even from 6 inches above the ground. Dumb phones have undoubtedly demonstrated that some primitive technologies are superior to their advanced counterparts. Do some online research if you want to buy a dumb phone to see how good they are. Companies still sell them. A throwback Nokia is available. Unfortunately, they are difficult to adapt to the current technological advancements. But, hey, it wouldn't hurt to have one in your collection, would it? And we're halfway through our list. If you're liking this video so far, smash the like and subscribe button now. Now, let's proceed to number 5. Typewriters. If you are a writing nerd or enthusiast, you are probably familiar with typewriters and what they do, or used to do, before computers were invented. A typewriter can be used to type up anything, including novels, essays, and propaganda handouts. The first typewriter, invented in 1575, was essentially a step up from the traditional pen and paper. They provided enormous opportunities for writers. However, the introduction of computers rendered them obsolete. The typewriter is distinct in that it does not have the distractions that a computer does. Having your laptop connected to the internet while working on your novel can be difficult. Why? You can read the latest trending news, browse social media, and do everything except work on your novel. With typewriters, you can concentrate on what you're doing while hearing the satisfying sound of the keys hitting the page. Number 4. Digital audio tapes, DAT. Remember when Sony released its digital audio tape, DAT? It was the genuine article. The DAT included a digital audio recording in a smaller format, similar to a cassette. The DAT had the advantage of being able to record better than a CD. It could also assign a number to each track and easily skip through them, just like a CD. The only disadvantage of digital audio tape was its prohibitive costs, which limited its use, exclusively, to professional markets. Surprisingly, digital audio tape was also used as a data storage medium in the professional market. It has sold approximately 660,000 units since 1987. Sony announced plans to discontinue production of the machines in 2005. The announcement was seismic. Hard disk drives and memory cards, which replaced machines, provided incredible portability and efficiency. DATs were quickly rendered obsolete as a result of this. However, due to their ease of use and dependability, some people continue to use digital audio tapes. DAT, unlike memory cards and hard disk drives, is also long-lasting and can last for years. Number 3. Video Home System, VHS. Another primitive technology that outperforms its more advanced counterparts is the Video Home System, VHS. VHS tapes are small reels of magnetic tape wrapped in plastic. It became popular in the 1980s, and many people used it to record videos or watch new movies. Many people who grew up with VHS remember it having a significant disadvantage: you had to rewind it. Then there was the DVD. Many people thought DVDs were far more efficient and convenient than VHS. As a result, households switched from VHS to DVD players. By 2008, DVDs had nearly completely replaced VHSs. VHS was eventually phased out as a result of this massive shift. Many people still regard it as one of the best ways to watch and record movies. VHS was simply the best in its heyday. Number 2. Personal Digital Assistant, PDA. According to many analysts, the personal digital assistant was the forefather of the modern mobile phone. A personal digital assistant, PDA, is a small, handheld computing, information, and data storage device. A personal digital assistant can help you schedule important events or activities and keep track of your address information. It also includes retrieval functionality for users. It provided similar access to many modern conveniences, such as the internet, touchscreen functionality, and word processing. PDAs were popular in the early 1990s and early 2000s, but smartphones eventually surpassed them. Some PDAs had small physical keyboards, while others had an electronic-sensitive pad and a stylus for handwriting. In 2010, the term personal digital assistant was repurposed to refer to software that recognizes a user's voice and responds to queries using artificial intelligence. PDAs are rarely seen nowadays, but they are still useful. Number 1. Floppy drives. Floppy disks first appeared in the 1970s as a data storage medium. The devices had an 8-inch floppy disk and could hold up to 80 kilobytes of data. Floppy disks became smaller as time passed, and their storage capacity increased. By the mid-1980s, a 3.5-inch floppy disk could hold 1.44 megabytes of data. Many applications used software-sized prompted floppy disks by 1990. Adobe Photoshop, for example, required multiple disks to run. Floppy disks, on the other hand, were vulnerable to heat and magnets. They were also easily corruptible, making them unfit for use. CD-ROMs quickly gained popularity and took over. Floppy disks are still used as save icons in many software applications today. Despite their advantages, floppy disks have mostly fallen out of favor. That's it for our top 10 for today. This has been Fred of the Quick List. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Like and subscribe to this page now for more Quick List.